You're watching Netrush Report, your home for emotional rivalries, powerful comebacks, and the human side of the biggest stories shaking up the world of sports. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment like this one. That it's been a heartbreaking few days for Trinity Rodman, the Washington Spirit's explosive forward and one of the most exciting young stars in U.S. soccer. During a high-intensity CONCACAF W Champions Cup match against Monterrey, everything changed in a single second. The 22-year-old went in for a routine tackle against defender Daniel Monroy, a challenge she's made hundreds of times before. But this time, as her leg twisted beneath her, fans immediately knew something was wrong. Rodman stayed on the ground, clutching her knee, tears streaming down her face. Moments later, she was helped off the field, invisible pain visible to everyone watching. Soon after, the heartbreaking confirmation arrived: an MCL sprain. For most athletes, that would mean weeks, maybe even months, away from the game. But Trinity Rodman is not like most. Just days after the injury, while most players would still be resting, she was already back in the gym. And in true Rodman fashion, she made sure her fans saw the fight in her eyes. She shared a powerful Instagram video, showing herself doing side lunges with weights, using a fracture pad to stabilize her right knee and calf. The caption wasn't filled with complaints or sadness. Instead, it was all determination. It was the quiet confidence of someone who refuses to let injury define her. This moment says everything about who Trinity Rodman is, not just as an athlete, but as a person. She's built her reputation on fire, speed, and fearlessness. But now, she's showing the world her strength comes from something even deeper: resilience. That a painful parallel. Ben Shelton's own battle with injury while Trinity Rodman fights her way back on the soccer field. Ben Shelton, her boyfriend and one of tennis's most electrifying young stars, is dealing with his own physical battles. The 21-year-old American, known for his thunderous serve and infectious energy, suffered a shoulder injury during the U.S. Open back in August. The injury came unexpectedly in his third-round clash against Adrian Manarino, and it forced him to do something he had never done before in his career: retire mid-match. For Shelton, who thrives on adrenaline and emotion, it was a gut punch. After the match, he opened up in an emotional press conference, admitting just how hard it was to walk away from a fight he wanted to finish. "It was painful," he said. "I'm not the kind of person who retires unless I absolutely have to." Those words struck a chord with fans, because they showed that same raw, human side that has made Shelton so relatable. Even in pain, he was already thinking forward, determined to return stronger, and true to his word. He did. Since that low point in New York, Shelton has bounced back with impressive performances in Shanghai and Basel, reclaiming his rhythm and confidence on the ATP Tour. Now, as he takes on Andrei Rublev in the second round of the Paris Masters, he's not just fighting for ranking points, he's playing with purpose, with that same intensity that mirrors Trinity's grit off the court. What makes this story even more special is how these two young athletes, both at the peak of their careers, are supporting each other through moments of pain and recovery. Trinity Rodman, one of the faces of U.S. women's soccer and daughter of NBA legend Dennis Rodman, has been breaking barriers on and off the field since her teenage years. Her energy, fearlessness, and leadership have made her one of the cornerstones of the Washington Spirit and the U.S. national team's future. Ben Shelton, meanwhile, has emerged as one of the most exciting new faces in tennis, with that same youthful spark, charisma, and competitive drive that instantly connect him with fans. Together, they've become one of sport's most inspiring young power couples, representing not just talent, but emotional strength, humility, and unity. When Trinity broke down in tears after her injury, it wasn't just fans who felt it. Ben did too. The pair have always been each other's loudest supporters, showing up in stadiums, celebrating victories, and sharing encouragement through the toughest losses. And now, the tables have turned. While Trinity rebuilds her strength, Ben carries her spirit with him on the ATP circuit, a reminder that every point, every match, is bigger than tennis itself. Sources close to the team have revealed that Rodman's recovery program is being closely managed by Washington Spirit's medical staff. An MCL sprain, depending on severity, can take anywhere between 3 to 8 weeks to fully heal, but the signs are promising. Her training footage shows controlled movement, proper form, and most importantly, confidence. She's not shying away from putting pressure on the leg, which suggests her rehabilitation is on the right track. The decision to share her progress so publicly was also symbolic in an age when social media often shows only the highlights. Rodman decided to show the hard part, the sweat, the grind, the uncertainty. That it's a reminder to young fans everywhere that recovery isn't glamorous, but it's where real champions are made. She's been receiving messages of support from teammates, fans, and even players from other sports. Many pointed out how powerful it was to see her smiling again, even with a knee brace on. Meanwhile, Ben Shelton's momentum continues to build. After capturing headlines with his breakout 2023 season, reaching the US Open semifinals, and winning his first ATP title, he's quickly proven that he's no one-season wonder. This year has been about consistency and learning how to handle the physical and mental demands of the tour. His improved serve placement, deeper rallies, and growing patience on court have impressed tennis insiders who believe Shelton is just scratching the surface of his potential. And if there's one thing driving him right now, it's watching someone he loves go through her own fight. In recent interviews, Shelton has spoken about how much he admires Trinity's mental toughness. "She doesn't let setbacks define her," he once said. "She's one of the hardest workers I know." That mutual inspiration has made both of them stronger in their sports and as people. Fans from both the soccer and tennis worlds have come together in support of the couple. Social media has been filled with messages like, "Rodman's strength is unmatched." Ben and Trinity are showing what real resilience looks like. They motivate each other, and now they're motivating us. Even athletes like Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff have interacted with Rodman's post, sending encouraging emojis and words of support. For a generation of fans growing up on social media, seeing two young athletes navigate injuries, pressure, and public life together with honesty has made them true role models. For now, the focus remains on recovery and consistency. Trinity Rodman will continue her rehab, likely aiming to return to full training in a few weeks if her progress continues. Her team will be cautious, ensuring her long-term health isn't risked by rushing her comeback. As for Ben Shelton, his campaign at the Paris Masters continues, with his eyes set on finishing the year strong and climbing higher in the ATP rankings. If he can overcome Rublev and go deep in Paris, it would mark another major step in what's already been a breakout journey. But beyond rankings, trophies, and results, both athletes are showing something far greater, the heart of true competitors. Because for Ben and Trinity, the story right now isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance. Two athletes, two battles, one message: you can knock them down, but they'll always get back up. Trinity Rodman's small steps toward recovery aren't just about healing a knee. They're about proving that the strongest comeback stories begin in silence, in sweat, and in the moments no one sees. And as Ben Shelton continues his fight in Paris, there's no doubt he's carrying that same spirit. The belief that resilience isn't built in victory, but in how you handle pain. You're watching Netrush Report, where every story has heart, every rivalry has meaning, and every comeback deserves to be told. If you felt inspired by Trinity's fight and Ben's determination, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more powerful sports stories from around the world. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about winning. It's about how you rise.